Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel with City Transport Simulator Tram. First look on the PS5. We've played a little bit of this on the PC in early access. Today is the full release, and I know a lot of you are wondering what it runs like on the console. So I can't show the Xbox because I don't own an Xbox. It'll be a similar experience to this, I expect, but this is the PS5 version that we're on today. As I said, we've played it before, we've been around the menus, not a lot has changed from there, but I'll give a very quick overview of it before we go into Sandbox and run one of the routes, and we'll just see generally how it goes. So, City Transport Simulator Tram. We've got a career mode where you can build your own lines, you can manage your own companies, etc. There's all sorts of progression you can do in there. You've to meet certain requirements about making the passengers happy, etc. That's a big thing that we can cover in a separate video. There's a lot to cover on the career mode itself, but it is interesting. And if you are an achievement or trophy hunter as well, there are a few of the trophies that are linked to doing the career mode, so you will have to jump into career mode. That is the main mode in the game itself, so I'm sure you will be in there. But if you're itching to get going, you can jump into Sandbox mode, which is what we're going to do in this. Let's just move to the right hand side. Sandbox mode. There's a manual. If you go into there, you can learn all about the signals. There are some tutorials as well, which will run you through a sort of live run through the city and show you the signals, etc. But this is always here should you need to refer to it. Again, we've been through that before. Vehicles. There's tutorials on how to start up the different vehicles that we've got. If you need to, again, refer to those, that's all in there. We've also got gameplay tutorials as well, which, again, there is an achievement for completing all the tutorials, so you might want to go through that. When you first launch it, it does throw you into the interactive tutorial where you learn to drive the tram, so it's worth doing that first. But again, we've covered that in a different video, so we're not going to go through it today. There is usually menu music. You can probably hear music now because I will have put on some different music which is copyright free, but there is menu music. I've got it turned off in the game because of YouTube not liking it usually. I've got the sound on. Let's have a look in the options. Got the sound, in-game sound, the master volume at 75%, so I'm hoping you're going to be able to hear me okay. No, I didn't make any changes. You're lying to me. Graphics, there's not a lot in there. There's some colourblind stuff. No, I didn't make any changes. Controls, you can see the controller scheme there. There is a default scheme, but you can change that if you want to. We're going to go with the default scheme. That's always there if you need to refer to it as well. So without further ado, shall we run one of the lines? So if we go to a custom session, because this is where I can actually as well show you the trams. Now, I'm not sure what edition I have got, and thank you to Dovetail Games, by the way, for sending me this copy on the PS5 so I can show it to you guys as usual. In the usual way. There are a couple of trams that are locked that I think are part of the collector's edition. I did think that I had that, but I haven't. I'm checking with them on that, but I can still show them to you. So first of all, we've got the ULF A1. We've got the R2.2B. The Stad Regio tram, which as you can see is currently locked as part of the collector's edition, I believe. We've got the ULF B1. The Type D, which is also locked, and we've got the GT8N, and then we've got the E1, which is quite old, isn't it? And then we're back to the ULF A1. So there's plenty, if you have the full edition, there's plenty of different trams to use. We're just going to go for the ULF A1 just for this demo. There's different liveries. There's blue, red, yellow, emerald, ruby, silver. Shall we go for, let's have a look, what have we got? Topaz, that's quite nice. What about gold? Let's go for gold, shall we? So we'll do that, and then we've got some lines or routes that are. I can zoom in and out on this as well. We've got some routes that are already predefined, and if I just look through here, what shall we do? Number 3. We'll do number 3. Yeah, let's go for number 3. The city, of course, as we covered in the other videos, is Tramau, which is, it looks very German, and all the names down the left-hand side sound very German. However, it is fictitious. It's not a real place, so that's very important to call out again. We're going to start at this end, and we'll go via the Blumenmarkt. And what time shall we start? Can we go later? We can go later. After 8 o'clock. Just before 9 o'clock. What about that? Preparation time, 1 minute. We're going to be ready to drive, and we'll start in the cockpit. So you can sit in the cockpit, obviously, to drive the tram, but also you can get up a little bit like train sim roads. You can get up and walk around the environment as well. So you can get out of the tram, you can go around, you can explore. So you're not just confined to the driver's seat, which is quite a nice addition. So let's launch it, and we'll see how we get on. I'm hoping I've got the hints and tips on, so that I know which buttons I'm pressing, because I've not played this yet on the PlayStation 5. Yes, and it has. So there we go. So we can press square to open the doors. And I need to work out actually how do I get outside. So that zooms me in. So let me stay there. How do I get outside? That's the throttle lever. I want to show you the outside. That's not a good start, is it? Wait a minute. Let's go to the controls. Menu, secondary interaction, door release. Adjust the camera with the right stick. Is that going to work? No, that just zooms me in. I want to actually get outside. You can get outside. Can we do it in the vehicle menu? So if you use the D-pad down, you've got this big menu as well, where you can raise and lower the pantograph, change the direction of travel, put your lights on and off. In fact, they're already on, so that's good. High beams we don't need. Hazard lights. We can release the doors, one door or all doors. You can do all that through here. So let's get rid of that. We've got 13 seconds till we need to go outside, and it's bugging me now because I don't know how we get outside. Let me just try everything. Oh, that's locking the doors. Right. Drive off with the doors open. What? Lock the doors, it says. Right, okay. We'll lock the doors. Just give me a chance. I need to look outside. How do I look outside? There's a button here that I've not considered. Right, that's the indicators. We don't need that. Right, we're going to be horrendously late. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh god, I don't like that livery. It's horrible. If you're wondering, the touchpad lets you look outside. So there we go. Our local door is open. How do we shut the local door? Let's just bring that up again. Door 1 is triangle. That's what we wanted. Right, touchpad. There's all these different views. Are we ready to go now? You can't drive off with the doors released. Right, is it square? Square locks the doors. Oh god, do you know, we'll get there. We will get there. Right, off we go. Dear me, that took a while. So, keep your eye on the hood, bottom left. You can see we've got a 20 km/h limit at the moment.
Nächster Halt.
Let's just wait for this. We've got a 20 mile an hour, 20 kilometre per hour limit, and in 20 metres we've got a 15 coming up. So we need to be ready for that. So we're into the 15 now. We've got you can see in the hood we've got a 50 limit coming up very shortly. So that's how to use the hood. Looks like we got the clock up in the top right hand corner, and we're due at Daniel's Platz in 27 seconds. We got the green light, so that's good. Let's accelerate, shall we? Right, that guy was not meant to come across the crossing. Let's get to the 20 zone. There's the 50. Right, off we go. Once you learn the buttons, it's good fun. Right, we're actually plus 4 seconds now, as you can see on the left, for arriving at Daniel's Platz, but it's fine. We're just about to arrive. You can see as well on the hood, you can see where the stop marker is as we approach, and the stop marker should appear. So there it is. You can turn those on and off if you want. You don't need these on. You can turn them off in the settings. However, when you first start, it's quite handy. Right, so square on PS5 to open all the doors. Now we've established that, we might not be hanging about as much. That person's getting on the back. You can see the back door will close. Then we press the square to lock the doors, and then it lets us go again. All this is in the tutorial. I should have probably re-familiarised myself with the tutorial first of all, before I started this. Then it would have gone much more smoothly.
Nächster Halt. Universität.
Right, we're off to the university. We've got a 50 limit coming up. There it is. So let's get some speed on. We've got a green there, so we can go through it. And we're already 16 seconds late at this stop. The timetable can be a little bit unforgiving. Once you are late, there's a chance you can stay late. But what happens is, once you get to the end of the route, there's a chance to there's some waiting time, and you basically can do a full circle. You'll come back the other way. So there is some time to reset before you come back the other way. In this, we'll just go one way just for this demonstration. So all I'm doing is using the left thumbstick, push it forward to go forwards, pull the left thumbstick back to apply the brakes. So it's quite easy to accelerate and brake. So we'll just wait for everybody to get on the tram. You can see in the mirrors there, once the beeping all stops as well, you can press the square. We've still got somebody getting on, looks like. So when we hear that ding, we can lock the doors. Somebody got on again. Hang on a minute. Oh, no, we're alright. There we go. It was just taking a while to lock. Right, so we've got a red here. Let's wait for this. There we go. Right, we're going to... It's not updated yet. We're not going... Bernhardsplatz is where we're going. 0.3 of a kilometre.
Nächster Halt. Bernhardsplatz.
I think that was a red that I just went through. Yeah, it was a red. That's not good. This is quite nice, this cathedral. Very nice model. I don't know if that's custom modelled or whether that's an asset that's available in the game, but it looks very good. Well, we went for a red, so we'll get docked some points for that. We'll open the doors. It's sometimes best just to come outside and just watch everybody getting on and off, then you know exactly when to close the doors. There we go. Right, let's keep an eye on the signals. Yep, we're going off to the right, as you can see in the HUD, far left hand side. We went to the left. I thought we were going to the right. The HUD had not updated. You could clearly see there was a turn coming up to the right, so that threw me a little bit. Oh well. The good thing about running on tracks is you can't go the wrong way. But essentially, the point in this video really is to show you how it runs on the console. And to be honest, having played it on the PC for a little bit, I'd say it's pretty equal to it. Certainly on the PS5. It's not available on the 8th gen. PS4 and standard Xbox, but it is available on the current gen consoles, so keep that in mind as well if you fancy picking it up. Yeah, you see the HUD, it's not updated yet on the left, and suddenly it will update a few seconds after we leave. Which is where the confusion came in about which way we were actually turning after the last stop. The Heimat Museum, I think that's where we just were. In some of the trams, you do get a little screen next to you, which is showing the list of stops and where you are as far as timings goes. Not displaying in this one. You can see it's just updated now. And then we get the announcement.
Sommerfeldgarten.
So I think this is a red for us, even. So we've got the traffic light on the top, you can see. Underneath it, we've got the actual tram signal as well. So the horizontal. The horizontal means we're not allowed to go, but the vertical then means we can. If you get a white light, which is not a line, which is just a regular light, that means you're allowed to proceed, but the signal could change at any time, so you have to be ready to stop, just in case. Right, we're going to be a couple of minutes late by the time we reach this next station. Which is here. See what I mean? It's handy to have the stop markers on, but you can line it up with that sign. See this little halt sign there? So if you keep your eye on that, you can use that instead. This one with the big H on it. Yeah, I don't know about this livery. It probably looks better in real life. Right, somebody's got to get on, so the doors do actually close on their own once somebody's gone through them. It's just that you've got to lock them. So now I can lock them, and it will let me go. So still waiting for the HUD to update. So I'm not really sure which direction I'm going until it does that. But there we go, it's just done it.
Nächster Halt. Am Schlosspark.
The little bell means somebody's wanted to get off, which is fine because we're stopping anyway. We're okay for the signal, but we're speeding a little bit. This is going to be, I think this is going to be a popular one on consoles, because this is the type of game where you can just sit on your settee with the controller in your hand and just drive around. The previous tram game that ViewApp did was quite popular. Personally speaking, I hope with this one there's going to be a little bit more longevity to this one. We've already seen a roadmap that was released for the early access version showing what's coming up. So, you know, I'm hoping that development keeps going on this, and we get new towns, new places to drive through, new tram packs added, etc., etc. But it is the type of game where you can get your feet up on the settee and drive around and enjoy driving a tram. Right, we are nearly there. In fact, it's just here, up ahead. Yeah, 1 minute 43 late we are. Let everybody off. And once these doors close, if nobody else is getting on, I'm going to lock them quick. There we go, before anyone tries to get on. Right, we have got the signal, so let's go on to the next one.
Nächster Halt. Ringbibliothek.
One thing to say is that you've got to have keen eyes to see the signals. But don't forget, you know, we can do this. If you want to have a closer look at the signals as you're approaching, I'm using the right thumbstick there, pressing the thumbstick in to give me, there's 3 different cockpit views, I think. So just open the doors. Yes, so I press the thumbstick in, you can zoom in a bit more, and you can see the signals a bit better as you approach. Then just reset it. The other thing I'll just quickly show you as well, we're already fashionably late, but if you come down here, you can hold X, and then, as I was saying, you can stand up, you can walk around. So you just tap it to open, like that, and you can see, we can, oh wow, what's going on there? And that better not leave us behind. But you can see there are information boards on the platforms as well. So it's all good stuff, and you can come in and out. You can walk around wherever you like. You know, I don't know if you can sit down. You can't sit down like you can in TSW, but you can walk up and down the tram, which is quite nice to see. We've also got information boards on the inside as well. So if I just come up here now and I lock the door and hold X to sit down. The other thing as well is that you can use this vehicle menu as I showed at the beginning, but also all these buttons are all interactive. You see, you can lock the doors like that if you want to. You don't need to use the shortcuts. A lot of the stuff you can use, as you can see. And again, you know, just consult the manual, the online manual, to be able to get used to this. So it depends how you want to play it. I realised as well, because I saw the indicators controls over there. When I'm going around a turn, I should really be indicating as well, which I haven't been doing, so that's my fault. But there's a lot to show you in a short time. Anyway, let's proceed. Now we're really late. We just got the signal, so that's good. And we can do 50 for now.
Nächster Halt. Wasserturm.
50 seems very fast on these roads, I must admit. Oh wow, I did not expect that. There's an overshoot for you. A tram version of an Oxenholm. because that's like a weird station, isn't it? I mean, look how you got to walk through the traffic to get onto the tram itself. There's a Porsche, look. Let's see if we've got the right badge as well. We've got the signal as well, which is good. So let's lock the doors. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the distance counter. I was enjoying myself going at 50 then. A little bit too much. Half a kilometre to this one.
Nächster Halt. Lilienstraße.
Yeah, so here I think we are going left. So I meant to put the indicators on like this. As you can see, if we look outside, there's the indicator going, you see. That's proper protocol. I'm not sure in career mode if you lose points for that. This is just sandbox, of course. So if you're not indicating correctly, you may lose points. Or XP. You certainly get XP. One of the trophy requirements, actually, a lot of the trophies, if you're into the trophies, a lot of them are, as you would expect, the grindy trophies. Reach a certain level, carry a certain number of passengers, travel a certain distance as part of career mode. A lot of them are quite grindy, so you need the XP to be able to get all the trophies. But there is a platinum trophy if you're on PlayStation. So from that perspective, there's something to go for as well. We've got Lilienstrasse in point 2, so we can now move off. We've got the signal. But I think you'll agree, it does look alright, doesn't it, on console? It's running quite well. And that was the main aim. Not my bad driving. It was to show you, you know what my driving's like and all these things. It takes me a while to get used to them. But what I hope I have showed you is that actually, you know, performance is good. The detail's pretty good. It's working as it should. And it's quite a fun game. Like I said, career mode is a whole different beast. So we'll need to do that separately. But you do have this option straight away, if you want, to jump into Sandbox, run a few of the routes before you start building your own routes. And just getting used to how the trams drive, that's one of the main things.
Am Blumenmarkt. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
So this is where everybody gets off. This is the Blumenmarkt. And as I said, it will ask us when we get there, do we want to skip time, ready for the return journey? We won't do that. We'll just come here. But basically, it will repeat and take you all the way back to your starting position again. And again, I should have the indicator on. There we go. Take that off again. I will say, sticking to the speed limits takes some skill because they're changing quite a bit. And you'll go at 50 kilometers per hour for something like 200 meters and then suddenly change. So to go from one high speed down to a lower speed in such a short space of time and such a short distance can be quite difficult. But it's just practice. And I've played this on PC a couple of hours, I think, over the early access period, so I've not played it to any great detail yet. I was kind of waiting for the console version to be released, but now it's here. I'll start playing the career a bit more, so we can progress, and I can show you that side of things as well. Now we might just need to wait for this tram to move. I'm assuming he's going to move, although this is the terminal. Can I just let everybody off? I'm not really sure. Everyone can get off. Ah, there we go, so it does. So this is it, you see. You can either skip time, and it puts you ready to return, or you can press no, and you can have a little bit of a rest. You can see there, we got 5 minutes until we need to depart. So there you have it. That is City Transport Simulator Tram on the PS5. Releases today. Go and check your various platforms for the pricing. 3 different versions: standard, deluxe, and collectors. All have different levels of DLC. One of them includes the depot as well, which is quite nice. We didn't get a chance to look at that today, but there is the depot. And let me know what you think. Drop me a comment if you pick this up. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're enjoying it. And yeah, thanks for joining me on another First Look video. Until next time, thanks again. See you on the next one. Take care, everybody. And bye for now.